Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. My name's Angie. Welcome to my channel where I like to do all things homemaking, especially cooking and decorating. Today I'm sharing with you my fall 2025, how I decorated upstairs, and I'm starting in my master bedroom and moving into the loft area, our main bathroom, and my office area. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna start decorating with. I've got my flowers that go in here. So I've got my flowers, a wreath, pillows, garland, blankets, some pumpkin stuff, and some more flowers. And I'm gonna have to move the kitty so I can start on the bed. Before I start decorating my room, I like to start with clean bedding, and so I'm just putting fresh sheets on the bed. And then I also have blankets that I take out for different seasons. So I'm switching out my quilt, and I have this other blanket that I'm gonna put across that I use when it starts getting cooler out. And then I also change out some of the pillows on the bed. So I'm just doing that here. And then I'm moving on to decorating. So this is the only thing I bought new for my room this year was this wreath that I got at Hobby Lobby. They also had some garland that matched it, but fortunately it matched the garland I already had. So this is how the bed ends up looking. And now I'm moving over to my nightstand here. And I found that floral arrangement at Home Goods a couple years ago. They have usually have some nice floral arrangements there. And now moving over to my husband's side of the bed, I'm just putting this little pumpkin sign here and this candle that I found at Hobby Lobby. They sell those every year. And now moving over to the dresser, I just have this wooden bowl that I put some fall filler in, just to give some color over to the side of the room. And I'm just leaving my pictures that I already had out here. Most of my florals I get at Hobby Lobby because they have every other week 40 to 50% off, and their florals sell out really fast. These mums I got there a couple years ago, but I think at the beginning of the fall they always have those. And then these are the hydrangeas that were popular last year that they brought back again this year, but they did sell out really quickly. And then this is just a branch of leaves that I got a couple years ago. I'm just adding to this. And then they also last year brought these, I think it's Queen Anne's lace looking flowers. And I don't know if they had those this year or not, but those also sold out pretty quickly. I did end up kind of redoing this. Found it was easier to put the leaves in first and then stick the flowers kind of around the leaves. Just gonna show you something that I do with my garland breaks. After I've had these for a while, sometimes they'll break. I just zip tie them together. And then when you put them up, it doesn't really show that much. It's not really noticeable when you have it up there. I think we had to zip tie this one last year instead of buying new garlands. And then also with my batteries, I'll wrap it around a couple times up here because this is heavy. And that way it stays in place, and then I kind of pull the curtain over it. Otherwise, it would weight it down if I didn't do that because the batteries are heavy. We have hooks that our curtain rods lay on, and that's kind of what I'm hooking this garland into. And then I'm gonna wrap these lights around it. And I like to use the lights that are on timers, that way they come on midday and then they cut off around 9:30. I actually decorated my complete house at the end of August, so how I do it is I usually decorate my entire house without filming and worrying about lighting, and then I come back and do each room one at a time, and I'll redecorate for the video. That way I know what I'm doing and I don't have to wait to decorate until I'm ready to video everything. So I've had all my fall decor up since the end of August. I'm ready for Christmas, and I'm gonna be starting my Christmas videos the first or second week of November. But I have my Thanksgiving home tour coming up, and I also have a Thanksgiving tablescape that's just gonna be different ways to set your table for Thanksgiving. And that'll be coming out, and then I'll be moving into Christmas. So here's the final look of the room, and I'll show you it from different angles. Now I'm moving on to the loft area, and this is just outside our bedroom. If you look over the rail, you can see our entryway. I'm adding this glass pumpkin and this stack of books I found at one of those flea market type vendor malls. And so this is how this area looks. And this is the other side of our loft area. If you look over the rail, you can see our family room below. I'm adding this picture frame of my kids. This is when they were all in grade school. One year I made them Wizard of Oz costumes. And we had a harvest festival at church with a costume contest, and so I made all their costumes that year. And this is just a flower fairy photo album, and I'm adding some fall things to this basket. It's just like a scarf, these faux books, and a bunch of mums from Hobby Lobby, and then I'm just tucking in these pumpkins here. Now moving into our main bathroom upstairs, I'm adding this metal planter and these hydrangeas. These faux hydrangeas, they're Real Touch hydrangeas that I found on Amazon. So I'm adding 3 to this, and then I'm gonna place a pumpkin there in that empty spot. And the pumpkins from Hobby Lobby. And this is just a hand towel that came in a 2-pack from Home Good. It has acorns and leaves on it. And then I'm just switching out the picture that was here and putting this sunflower picture from Hobby Lobby. And adding a packet of pumpkin spice potpourri to the bathroom here. And this is the final look of the bathroom. Just a couple added touches. This is my office area. I'm gonna be decorating next. So I did already put 2 garland up here. This is 2 6-foot garland. And this is the stuff I'm gonna be decorating with. So over here I've got some wedding stuff that I'm working on. And then stuff that needs to go up in the attic, some storage type stuff. My desk, and this area I'm gonna be putting some pictures on right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I found this velvet pumpkin garland on Amazon. It was a longer size garland. I'm just stretching it across and hooking it on the curtain rod. Then adding a few touches to my side tables. And this is a Stars Hollow print that I framed and I'm gonna hang on the wall. If you're a Gilmore Girl fan, especially in the fall, it's kind of fun to have up. Adding some pumpkins to my desk here. And then these are just some fall inspiration pictures I got out of a magazine. I still like looking at magazines, especially in the fall and Christmas time. And then I'm gonna add a couple faux leaves to this just to dress it up a little bit. This has been a pretty busy week for me. I started editing this video 2 days ago. My niece is getting married this weekend and I helped with flowers, and then the day after that I helped my daughter move from an apartment into a house, and again was there helping her today, so wasn't sure if I'd get this video out or not, but I'm glad it's working out where I can, because I have 2 more fall videos that I want to put out. So it's been a good week, but it's been a busy week. I found this tote bag on Etsy, and that's also where I found the Stars Hollow poster. You can get different Gilmore Girl related items there. Now moving over to our TV area. Just adding this table runner. This picture I found at that same flea market store. And so I'm adding it there, and then I'm gonna put some pumpkins here. Then I added these velvet pillow covers to my pillows. And I also found these fabric pumpkins on Etsy. They come in a set. And then this is a candle I got at Hobby Lobby. It has kind of a gingery smell to it. Ginger snap smell. So this is the overall look of my office. Looks fall and cozy. So I just want to thank everyone for being here today. Thanks for supporting my channel. If you like this, please consider subscribing to my channel. Give me a thumbs up and maybe share it with your friends. I hope you'll be back for my next 2 videos and for all my Christmas content coming up. I hope you have a great week next week, and I'll see you next time. Bye!